So we are in the chapter of part 1, and now we would like to, or I would like to discuss one important question, or rather discuss about the history of the creation of various states. When did we create all those states? We have 28 states right now. How and when we created those states? In fact, in exam point of view, especially in preliminary or multiple choice question, this history is very important. A lot of match the following question, chronology question, all are asked from this context. So, in this part 1, the India and the states and the creation and all. So, now the topic is the history of creation of the history of creation of states. So far, how many states and when we created these various states. Okay. So, that is the discussion in this particular video. Now, please remember the reorganization, or rather the linguistic reorganization was a big question, and in fact an independent commission was appointed under S.K. Dhar, was appointed to study the feasibility, or rather to look into the feasibility of reorganization of the states based on the languages or the linguistic basis. And S.K. Dhar commission preferred reorganization for administrative convenience and not on linguistic way. He talked about administrative convenience and not on linguistic basis. So, S.K. Dhar in 1940s recommended administrative convenience should be the criteria, not the linguistic basis. Then came the Congress committee under JVP, Jawaharlal Nehru, Vallabhbhai Patel and Pattabhi Sitaramayya. Nehru, Patel and Pattabhi Sitaramayya. They also recommended that, in fact, the top guns of the Congress at that time, the Prime Minister is there, the Home Minister is there, and they also recommended that linguistic basis cannot be there. They objected to the linguistic basis, but things went wrong in 1953 when an Andhra patriot, Potti Sriramlu, he went on a 56-day hunger strike, and in the end he even died. His demand was creation of a one single state called Andhra Pradesh for all the Telugu speaking people. And this shook the conscience, and his death after the the hunger strike. So this led to, and Nehru had a second thought or afterthought, or rather Nehru decided to rethink on his policy. He accepted that, okay, I am totally against, I was against, but now the demand is such that now he decided to rework on his strategy, and he said that yes, let us go for, since there is so much of emotions and passion is involved in it, he agreed for linguistic reorganization, and in 1953 itself, Andhra Pradesh became the first linguistic state. The first linguistic state of Andhra Pradesh was created in 1953 itself. Then along with that, a states reorganization committee was appointed. A states reorganization committee with 3 eminent experts, which is also known as Park Committee. 3 eminent experts, and this is known as Park Committee. It was, it was 3 members were there under, one is K.M. Panikkar, that is a Park, K.M. Panikkar, eminent historian, K.M. Panikkar. Then Fazal Ali, Justice Fazal Ali, Justice Fazal Ali, and H.N. Kunzru. So that is how it became Park, Panikkar, Ali and Kunzru committee. So States Reorganization Committee or States Reorganization Commission was appointed, and they were asked to create new states. Language is a basis, and other aspects also, including administrative convenience, the ethnic consideration, historic background, everything they were asked to. But one of the major consideration for them should be the linguistic basis also. It submitted its report in 1955. So please note, the Pak committee submitted its report in 1955, and it was accepted, and the States Reorganization Act was passed in 1956. The States Reorganization Act 1956 was passed. So as a result, 14 states and 6 union territories were created. So after the States Reorganization Act 1956, 14 states and 6 UTs were created. So at the end of it, there are 14 states and 6 union territories. So if you look at the states, very easy to remember. Right from the South India, we will start, say Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka. So 4 South Indian states. Then Bombay province was there, Bombay. It included Maharashtra and Gujarat. So that bifurcation happened later on. Okay. Then if you look at the east, Orissa or Odisha right now, then Bengal, West Bengal, then Assam. So from the east, if you look, Orissa, Bengal, Assam. So this has come to 4 plus 4, 8. Then coming to the central and the North Indian states, if you look, we have, say, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh. So these were the 4 major Hindi speaking states. Then we have Punjab, which included Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, all put together, and we also had Jammu and Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir was there because of the historic reasons and the the instrument of accession signed by Maharaja Hari Singh, Article 370 separately. So a state was separately created, and with they have negotiated their entry into the Indian Union. So all this put together, so 8 plus 6, 14 states. So we had 8 plus 6, 14 states, and the 6 union territories were there. So it include UTs, if you look at that way, Andaman Nicobar. Then we had Lakshadweep. Then Delhi. Then Lakshadweep, Minikoi, Amidevi and all at that time. So Himachal Pradesh was there. Then Manipur, Tripura. Anyway, this union territory at that time, it is not so important for us. So even if you are not able to memorize, it's okay, please forget that. But 14 states are very important. So in 1956, we ended up with 14 states after the linguistic reorganization. So Andhra Pradesh was the first to be created, please don't forget. Then Kerala was created on through Travancore and Kochi and some of the Malabar region. It was created at that time. Karnataka again created. So initially it was called Mysore, then renamed as Karnataka in 1973. So originally the name of Karnataka was Mysore. And subsequently it was renamed as Karnataka. Anyway, so that is how this was there. So that is the 14 states. Now immediately after this, so 14, then in 1960, Bombay was bifurcated into Maharashtra and Gujarat. Bombay was bifurcated in 1960 into Maharashtra and Gujarat. Then in Northeast, one major change took place was Nagaland was created in 1962. 1962, Nagaland. And Himachal Pradesh, the union territory of Himachal Pradesh was elevated to the status of state, and in fact, sorry, just before that, 1966, Punjab and Haryana, the reorganization took place, and Himachal Pradesh as a union territory once again. So 1966, Punjab and Haryana as separate states, and in 1970, Himachal Pradesh also became a state, Himachal Pradesh. 1970, Himachal Pradesh. Then the Northeast reorganization took place in 1971. 1971 Northeast Reorganization Act. And many states in this region, based on that, when Meghalaya was created after the Northeast Reorganization Act, Meghalaya was created in 1971, and also Manipur and Tripura became independent states. Manipur and Tripura. 1971, Manipur and Tripura became independent states. So Meghalaya, Manipur, Tripura were created. And Sikkim in 1975. 1975 Sikkim. So Sikkim became the 22nd state. In 1975, Sikkim became the 22nd state, and then in 1986, Mizoram, after the Mizo Accord by Rajiv Gandhi and the Mizo National Front. So in 1986, Mizoram became the 23rd. Then Arunachal Pradesh was made full statehood was given in 1986. Arunachal Pradesh. That became the 24th, 1986. 1987, Goa. Goa, Daman and Diu was a single union territory. Now Goa has been separated, and Goa was made a full state in 1987. Goa was made a full state in 19, so it became the 25th state. So that was in 1987. Now we had to wait till 2000. Three more new states were created. First Chhattisgarh in 2000, that was in 1st November 2000, 1st November, Chhattisgarh. Okay, Chhattisgarh became the 26th. Then on 9th November, Uttaranchal, or now Uttarakhand. That is on 2000, 9th November 2000, and on 15th November, Jharkhand. So 26, 27, 28. See, now once you reach this level, even Chhattisgarh first, Uttarakhand second, and Jharkhand third. I mean, please remember, it was in the same month, November 1, November 1st, November 9, and November 15, very clearly defined. So 26, 27, and 28 state. Then the 29th state, we created Telangana. That was in 2014. 29th, 2014, Telangana state. But subsequently, in 2019, we removed Jammu and Kashmir, okay, in a controversial move by the Union Parliament in single day. Union Parliament, abrogated Article 370. It withdrew Article 370, or declared unconstitutional or removed Article 370, and Jammu and Kashmir got, unfortunately, the first state or other which was negotiated an entry into the Indian Union, which is truly a bit autonomous also. In 2019, we have removed Jammu and Kashmir, quite unfortunately, as a state, and this Jammu and Kashmir has been converted into, reconstituted this Jammu and Kashmir into Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh as two different, with effect from 31st October 2019. We have two union territories. One is Jammu and Kashmir as a union territory, and Ladakh as a union territory. So we have bifurcated this into, so Jammu and Kashmir is the second largest, after Ladakh is the number one, the largest union territory now. because it includes our COK also, the China occupied Kashmir also. So, in entire Aksai Chin, so Ladakh is the largest, then Jammu and Kashmir is the second largest, and the second most populous. Jammu and Kashmir is the second most populous also, because Delhi is the most populous union territory, we can say. So, we have changed the status of Jammu and Kashmir quite unfortunately. From it is an undemocratic move, there is no doubt, there is no discussion with the people of Jammu and Kashmir, and even in the parliament overnight everything was passed. Parliament was without any debate and discussion. It was a completely opposite of what we have seen in Constituent Assembly and all, where each and every point was discussed. No, there is no pressure to hurry through any bill, and the criticisms were well taken, and they accepted that there is a lot of tolerance for criticism. The totally opposite happened in in the creation of this Jammu and Kashmir into a union territory. So that is how this 29, or rather the Jammu and Kashmir, which is one of the original and the first state to negotiate and enter into the Indian Union, it has been taken out as a state. Now it has been converted into a union territory. So because of that reason, right now we have 28 states. 28 states now, and earlier 7 union territories were there, including Delhi. Now 2 more was added, but then Daman and Diu, this Dadra Nagar Haveli, and Daman and Diu has been merged together. They are very geographically also they are not that far away, merged together to create a single union territory right now. So once again, so there are 8 union territories because of that, 8 UTs. 28 states and 8 UTs. So that is how the history of creation of the states, and we have reached 28 states. So this history very important for multiple choice exam point of view, preliminary exam point of view, even any state service exam or any competitive exam. This history is very crucial. Please be 100% clear. Please memorize the sequence. Very, very important. So that's about the creation of new states and its history in India so far.